that a little better here. I'm kind of on this tilted wall here. Let's see what I can do. Get that over there. Maybe that'd be a little better. I'm kind of tilted on this thing, guys. Good morning, everybody. I think it's the 15th of October, 2020. It is Thursday morning, October 15th, 2020, in the year of Cornholio. And happy Thursday morning to you. Hi, Shimei. How are you today? Thank you so much for your kindness last night, honey. You've done so much. Finally got a notification. Thank you, Shimei, for being there and enjoying. The greatest thing of all to me is when you tell me I'm enjoying the content and keep it coming. That's so awesome. That's like music to the ears to hear that. That means that you're being entertained and everything else. Joan Ann Smith, hello. Romney, Ronnie Bean, Jen, hi Lucky, Jacqueline, Cheryl. So good morning to all of you. Did I sleep? I don't need much sleep. I got to bed about 2 o'clock. Woke up about 6:30 today. I like to go on a bit of a morning walk. And I had to meet someone up in Westwood, up near UCLA this morning. So I'm back down here. This morning I am in front of Radio Korea Plaza here on off of Wilshire Boulevard in Koreatown, LA. Live chat reminder. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Blue. And Michael. I hate to miss anybody. My girl Vicky, Aquarius in there. We'll wait a couple minutes. I was sitting here cranking up the chat and look over here. I mean, I'm just sitting here and a damn crow fell out of the tree. Look at that, man. That's a crow. That thing just fell out of the tree and just went tits up right there. Look at that. I'm like, what the hell, you know? Morning. Good morning. Good morning, Soswald. Good morning to you. Damn, Danny. Good morning to you. I mean, look at that, man. How often do you see a bird just fall out of a tree and just go tits up right there on the ground? I mean, holy hell. Thank you, madame. Thank you very much. Look at that, Harvey. How often do you see the bird just drop dead out of a tree, right? Poor thing. Yeah. Hey, Tito, how you doing? Good to see you. Awesome to see you, Tito. And meeting Tito last night was awesome. Can't you call a rescue? Man, I'm not touching the thing. The thing might have bubonic plague or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to go near it. You know, I don't know. They're handing out food to the homeless over here. Right here. Yeah, it is LA, so all kinds. This is a very, very weird, very, very spooky kind of town in a lot of ways. Sometimes it seems like the sunnier and more climatologically friendly the town is, the more horrific stuff happens here. You think about, turn that around, you think about Ramirez, the Night Stalker, and all the weird stuff, the trail of death and destruction that he left. And LA was one of his points down here around the LA area, and how many damn people he murdered horrifically, and it didn't matter what their age was, 10-year-old girls, 81-year-old women. Something always going on in LA too. So the virus, yeah, I know the virus is making a big comeback. Not a good idea to touch it, but you can call a rescue. I can't call a rescue. I'm not going to do that. I mean, the thing fell out of the tree. It's called the circle of life to me. And I don't think in LA anybody's going to come and deal with it. So I don't know if it got a crappy meal or, you know, somebody put something down. I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened to it. But thumbs up, appreciate it, guys. If you're just coming into the chat. Oh man, this guy just got a ticket here. He's really pissed off. There's parking enforcement. He is really pissed off. Everywhere you see these parking, man, These things are everywhere. These people are making a ton of money parking. So that guy got nailed. I don't know what the ticket is, $30, $50, something like that, to be in that area. Who in the hell knows? I don't know. I don't know. Make sure you're on live chat, everybody. Live chat check. And I do want to give a shout out. I did want to ask you guys to, my wonderful moderator, Cyanide Cupcake. She's got a lot of things going on in life. I'm not going to elaborate what they are right now. Good morning, Smelly. How are you? Nano Girl looked like she was having a breakdown. Was it real or not? Hi, Joni. I'm going to get to Nanobot and all that. Let me just get to something really important here. I have a wonderful moderator in my chat. I love her to pieces. I love all my moderators. I have Jen, I have Cheryl, Cyanide Cupcake, amongst others, and they tend to be the big four that are usually here on my chat. I'm very appreciative of them being on the, hi everybody. Very appreciative of them being on the chat and doing such a good job moderating. Cyanide Cupcake's going to have to step away for a while on YouTube. And she specifically asked for you guys, without disclosing details, to please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She's got a lot on her table in real life, and she wrote me a nice email this morning. And I think the world, especially my girls here that are my moderators here on my channel, because they do such a great job. I mean, I got honorary wrenches, per se. I've got Kitten Cat has a wrench, and we see Kitten Cat a couple times a week. We got JK NoCal pops by, and Missy Jen pops by. But otherwise, I have a very small core of wrench holders on here. And I have that on purpose, because as I've elaborated on another chat, yeah, I'm fine, nothing wrong with me. As I've elaborated on another chat, moderators have a lot of power on a channel. They have the power to block people, to go back after a live stream's over and rewatch the live stream with the chat on the side. They can literally block people from the future for going on to your chat. They also have the ability to remove comments, so it's a very powerful position. And as I also said before, if you give wrenches out to everybody, you're going to end up having somebody who's going to go rogue, and you're going to have to take every wrench back, and then you're going to really have some pissed off people. I'd rather have a moderated chat with very few wrenches. That way everybody feels that they're people that they can trust and depend on. Yeah, thank you for your prayers for Cyanide Cupcake. I love her to pieces. She is, people deal with life, and sometimes life is more horrendous than anything we ever see on YouTube, and it pushes people to make decisions to step away, which I really admire. Hey, Jay Money, how are you? How you doing? And I really admire, Cupcake for doing something like that, for putting family first and taking care of her responsibilities. So thank you guys for your prayers, praying for Cece and everybody. Thank you very much. She's a wonderful gal. About a week ago, she had stepped away from the chat. She'd had a disagreement with somebody in the chat. And as you know, I don't get involved in other people's disagreements. I know Joni Portwood has said that she likes me. She doesn't like the crowd, some of the crowd that I run with, but it's not a crowd I run with. These are people that have built my channel over years. And they're not people, they're real human beings with feelings and things like that, and they tend to be very protective of me in my chat. You can call it being motherly, you can call it whatever, but they tend to be very protective of me and what goes on in my chat circle. But I don't get involved in the things that go on between other people. I don't get involved. As I said before, I have somebody like Joni Portwood. I do my best to be respectful and get along with her, and I think she appreciates that and has commented on such, and I really do appreciate that. Otherwise, things that go on between Joni and Tasha, Joni and Cyanide, I don't get involved in that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm so friggin' lovable, They're waiting for me to go on the air in Radio Korea behind me here. How you doing, Jan? Nice to see you. So that's the first thing today. I want to get my priorities straight. Just ask you guys to please, if you're praying people, it's not a life and death thing, but she's got a lot of pressure on her, and I think I do believe prayers help. You want to know why prayers help? You want to know my proof of how prayers help? And in my whole life, I will never forget the miracle that was given to me in Reno. Some of you people may not know. From I would say from June 1st through June, through July, and through most of August, I could barely walk on my left foot. I have no idea what the hell happened. Hey, LaDonna. I had no idea what was wrong. I just knew that I couldn't go out and chooch and do the content that I loved to do, the streaming and other things, because frankly, and those of you who deal with pain, those of you who have dealt with cancer, those of you who have dealt with arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis and all the terrible afflictions of life will tell you that those afflictions can leave you mentally drained. Even on days when you feel sort of decent, you're afraid to press it for risk of flaring symptoms and things like that. So you know what you do? You hunker down and you just wait for the next episode of pain to come along. So for that 3-month period, I didn't make a big deal out about it on YouTube, but it got progressively worse, that pain. And it was on the top of my foot, you know, where you tie your shoelaces and things like that. I wanted to try to go to Reno, Nevada to bring some content down there. And it was a solo trip. And I did bring some good content, some cinematic things. So I'm walking to get some video of downtown, and I see the beautiful St. Thomas Aquinas Cathedral in downtown Reno, which is a beautiful neoclassical building. And I start to do a cinematic video of that. Finally, I get to the back garden there, and I'm sitting in the beautiful back garden with beautiful green grass, which is something you rarely see in the West. In the summertime, is beautiful little refreshing little gardens with green grass. And I'm sitting there and I looked over at that statue with the Virgin Mary, and I was thinking to myself, I'm a half a mile from the hotel and my foot is in absolute agony. And you guys know I'm too cheap to call an Uber. I mean, I'd drag myself on the ground like a wounded Marine back to my hotel before I would ever spend money on a taxi or an Uber or something like that. But I put my head down and I said a prayer, and I asked for this affliction to be lifted from me, sitting in the courtyard of that church. And within 1 hour of starting my way back to my hotel, my pain was lifted for the first time in 3 months. And I went out chooching that night for 3 hours, and I went out chooching the next night for 3 hours, and it was like I was reborn. And I've not had a pain in my foot ever since that night. Now, you don't think prayers count for something? Oh, yes, they do. Okay, and I am a believer in the power of prayer. Okay, it all worked out for me. Look at me last night. I'm dancing. I'm having a time of my life. I feel like I'm 20 years old again. I act like it sometimes too, unfortunately. Yeah, so, there's nothing like pain can be debilitating. So that's a long way of saying if you doubt the power of prayer, yes, glory be to God. Be a God-fearing person, be a God-loving person, and it can definitely have an impact on life. Yeah, I walked out there, and my chat will tell you, from then on, it's like the old Rosie's been back, but that Rosie was lost in June, July, August. We've had this terrible pandemic, which is worsening again. We've had a really crappy economy, and we got a big speculative bubble on Wall Street, but we know how that ends. And but otherwise, things are really, really crappy. So, all right. Anybody else just coming into the chat? Time to put a voodoo hex on Rosie. What's up, Alan Gold? Still on Earth because of the power of prayer. Yeah. Janice Adams is, fought cancer and won, and definitely a believer in the power of prayer. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, Aaron and everybody on the chat. Now, about last night, as some people told me in some Gmails that I got today and some messages, Rosie, last night in your chat was shock and awe. Thank you, Rolos, thank you. Last night was shock and awe for my chat. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, I had people expecting that we were going to go out on a spook chase last night, and we'll be doing that tonight down here, but everybody was ready for me to go on a spooky hunt. But I got a message to you guys, you want to do a meetup with some other IRL streamers on what's called the IP2, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll meet anybody. And I ended up going over and meeting Captain Content because, honest to goodness, hi Cheryl, honest to goodness, the IRL streamer world is pretty small, especially in California, and everybody knows everybody else. But I didn't think those little Fiats, those tiny things that look like a Mr. Magoo car, could go fast. That little bastard took off up the street there. IRL streaming, in real life streaming, is it's a dedicated genre here on YouTube, and it's the people that like to just go live and either show you stuff or hang out and things like that. It's a very small select part of YouTube. Most people that come on YouTube, they'll upload videos and get on with their lives, but some people, like you saw last night, Captain Content, Dummy Boy, Johnny Boston, Tito and Hito, these guys are all live streamers, which means they don't put up recorded content. They just go live. How you doing, Cindy? They just go live and they let it rip. Okay, and that's all they do. I'm kind of a rare person because I do both. It's kind of a hybrid channel because I do uploaded content if I think it's something that people are going to enjoy watching for years, like a restaurant review or the Bermuda Triangle of Beverly Hills and those kind of videos. But otherwise, I like to do IRL content too. So last night was shocking to some people in my chat, especially the first hour when I went live. There were a lot of people that came over from from Captain Content's channel, and he'll run 500 or 600 people in a chat because that's all he does is IRL stream. And for about a half hour or so last night, the chat was really pretty wicked in my side chat. Because my side chat, the people in my channel weren't really used to, the first third of an hour was intense, Cheryl. They're not used to people that are coming in with the level of wildness that came in last night in my chat. But you know what the beautiful thing is? Not one of my moderators said, Rosie, shut the chat down. Rosie, this is not you. Some people said, wow, this is different, but you got to understand that we're IRL streamers. We just let it rip and we meet up. But you know what the beautiful thing on my chat is? And this is why you have a small core of moderators. My moderators took the clue, because at first I might have said, well, just let things go, let people have their say. And like Cheryl's like, okay, well, we'll just let people insult people. I'm like, nah, that's not going to work. And I told Cheryl and Cyanide and Scottish Saren too. She's another wonderful moderator too. Yeah, thank you, Reaper Man, to do what you want to do on the side chat. And I've always had that distinction on my YouTube channel that I never tell my side chat how to run my chats. So I pulled back from that last night and I said, you know what, Cheryl, Scottish, Cyanide, Jen, you guys do what you need to do. And within 20 minutes, they had that chat running so good. Hey Eddie, hey Beatles, hey Denise. Within 20 minutes, they had that chat just firing great, and everybody was was having a good time, and some of the worst stuff was removed from the chat, and we were back to just doing business. And you can see the reason why I just love my moderators so much, because if I had everybody with a wrench, it would have been absolute chaos last night. With people being hidden and then people being unhidden and comments being deleted and comments being reinstated. So once again, I want to thank my moderators for just last night. I was in awe of the job that they did, because I'll tell you, the first 20 minutes I was scared. I was a little nervous. People told me, these guys are different on the IP2, they're side chatters and things, and I was being doxed out like crazy on Captain Content's channel, but I don't, everybody knows me anyway, knows where I live, and that didn't particularly bother me, but I'm just saying that's the thing you expect with the freewheeling chat, because Captain Content doesn't moderate his chat, okay, which could be a big risk for him in the future, we'll see, but Google's not crazy about big chats that go unmoderated, but anyway, all this is a roundabout way to say, sorry if anybody was offended for the first 20 minutes or so while the chat was gotten under control in here. No, I don't think anybody said anything wrong. No, it was good, Leedy. It was all good last night. They did an excellent job. And I was walking around this morning and just thinking how very blessed I am to have such incredible moderators that show up and do the job. That's why sometimes I get a little worried. I get a little jealous when some of my moderators end up moderating other people's chats. I'm like, no, don't take my girls away. But then I catch myself and realize how selfish that is and things. I'd like to have all my girls, but they do a good job. I was buying ice cream. Would you like some? Yeah, well, we got differences on cyanide being a good wrench or not, and everybody's going to be a little different in their team, Pam. But by and large, if you can keep the overwhelming majority of people happy in a chat, then you'll be doing a good thing. If you try to cater to the few that are unhappy in the chat, you just end up making everybody miserable in the chat. You can't do that, right? You cannot do that. Yes, Cheryl's very fair, inviting, and she took control of the side chat last night and shaped it up the way that she knew it should be. To be YouTube. I think Casby didn't pay attention to what people. Yeah, I'm just dropping. Yeah, she does a good job. When you have a good moderator, they're absolutely like gold. So Cheryl's pretty good. So I always have to make sure I thank them for the wonderful job that they do. Now, I want to turn to Rich Life of Road Trips. I want to talk about that situation for a little bit. I'm still getting people. I'm not going to talk about Elbow today, but as far as Rich Life of Road Trips, yeah, I don't know where Tom Finland is. He just kind of disappeared. Sometimes I don't see him for a year or so. I want to talk about Rich Life of Road Trips here, because I woke up this morning and I got a message, that's telling me, oh, congratulations, Rosie, you're doing a great job of exploiting Rich Life of Road Trips. And I just have to scratch my head. And I'm just thinking to myself, I didn't say a damn thing about Rich Life of Road Trip. I haven't criticized anybody that's put up any content of Rich Life in his current situation with this gal that he's been running with. I don't, I don't know where that comes from. Okay, the only comment I ever made about Rich Life of Road Trip was two. Number one, I care about you. We've had each other's numbers. We talk on the phone and things like that. I've tried to be supportive of your channel, and I would hope that I can be supportive of your channel. And at number two, we almost met up in Vegas and things like that. But other than that, I've kept my tongue about Rich life in that situation because honestly, between you guys and me, I don't even know what the hell is going on. I just know he picked up a gal and was off to New York because I've been doing my own stuff on here. Okay, and I have no intention of spotlighting that yet. And I also ask people to say a prayer for Ridgeline. So I don't know where that stuff comes from. Probably because Sig came on one night and he was talking on Street Life's chat about how Rosie is a script writer for Boyd, and I'm the main script writer for Boyd. I never wrote a script on the bottom of YouTube because real life plays out much more interesting and much better than scripted drama could ever be. What was Pam's gift? I don't know. Nice of Pam. Yes, Pam is wonderful. She has been a good friend of mine for a long time. I want to meet her in Georgia over there. When I get over there, she's one of the people. I'd like to be on the porch with her. Let's see, Garen, can Rich Life and Anna stay with you in the Shine Shack? Yeah, right, Brandon. I'm not equipped to take on long-term care of people. Short-term is fine. After putting up elbow for 5 months, and the physical wear and tear on the physical plant on the rancho was incredible. He's very heavy band, which almost weighs 9,000 pounds. Put very deep ruts into the because it's the rainy season when he was here. Left very deep ruts in the back area. Ripped the sink out of the wall, spread grease everywhere. I'm not saying that Rich and Anna would be like that, but I'm not equipped, Brandon, I'm not equipped to have people come and stay for the long term because I want to be on the road. I can't leave people unattended on the rancho, right? I'm responsible for anybody that stays in that Shine Shack. Okay. Yes, I have liability insurance. I have, I can't even, Safeco. Yeah, Safeco. I mean, I have good homeowners insurance and all that. Yeah, the tips of money. Yeah, it was a good night last night. Yeah. Well, I'll never be rich. B. Walsh, I'll never be rich. But I'm saying, so I don't have the solution to that problem. So you know what? I don't talk about it. But as far as staying on the rancho, I would say people are certainly welcome to stay for 2 or 3 days. I'm going to have Monkey Boy and Mr. Z coming up and spending some days at the end of the month. And then I'm taking off for the East Coast, right? I got a long drive over to the East Coast, and I'm not going to be back until till Thanksgiving. So I've got a lot of miles to put down. I'm going to be putting about 7,000 miles down, and that's the way it is. I do give away a lot of money too on my channel. I do try to be supportive of people. Going, that's right, Simon, hot. Thank you. I don't know. I just don't. Let B troll a little bit. You'll notice that trolls usually always center around money. Whereas people that are doing the chat streams and things, they're doing their thing. And if they're having a good time, money is a pat on the back that says, I really enjoy the stream that you're doing. You don't go into a movie theater, you don't slap down $300, $400 to watch a Rolling Stones concert and then complain because Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones make money. It's nonsensical. You don't go and complain that Tom Cruise is making that $10 million for his next Mission Impossible. You don't go troll him. But because he's big time, that's okay. So just the ridiculousness that goes on YouTube. People think it's so horrible. 1% of the people think it's so horrible to tip out for entertainment that they enjoy on YouTube. And And that's not the case at all. Money is not the root of all evil. That's correct. The love of money is the root of all evil. We have seen that. That was the demise of Elbow. Was the love of money just destroyed any ethics, any morality on this channel was just thrown out the window to do anything for views, exploit anything that you want to do for views. You know, so that's the way it is. So I tip at plenty of people on YouTube if I'm enjoying their content or enjoying their streams. It's a cool thing to do. It's a very cool thing to do. But what you'll never see here, you'll never see memberships. You'll never see Patreons, things of that nature. I have a very, very, very flat channel here. And that's the way it will always be as far into the future as I can see. I don't want anybody to feel like they can't watch all of the content on this channel. You're very sweet, Harvey. And Harvey, don't worry. You don't have to butter me up. I know your birthday's coming on November 11th. Don't worry, Harvey. It is Leech Week here on A&E, so don't worry about it. I love Harvey. Love Harvey so much I'm snorting out here today. No, I was never in the military. My daughter, my father, my grandfather, great-grandfathers, all the way down from the Revolutionary War to the Civil War to I think my just a lot of people. Army Reserve, Navy, Air Force, so a lot of military in my family. Yeah, so that's a roundabout way of just telling you guys when it comes to rich life and Anna. Yeah, I mean I can, throw a few dollars and do prayers. That's about all I can do. The rancho is just not designed anymore for long-term stays. Many people are welcome. Many people are welcome to to come and stay at the rancho. But I'm not equipped to shepherd people through the medical system and the mental health maze of California. And I mean, we're overwhelmed out here. Just absolutely overwhelmed. With just the medical system and all that kind of stuff. So what would I be able to do? Right? So hopefully he'll make peace with his family. He'll end up back in North Carolina. I really think that's the best place that he can be. And he can get back to his life of running his trips and traveling, since he likes to do that stuff. Yeah, why don't you want $400 electrical bills? Do you know how cheap I am? Do you know what happened to me when I opened that electric bill through November of 2019? I wasn't even running Christmas lights yet. I opened that thing and literally my wig almost exploded off of my head, okay? And I just almost fell over in my chair. I could not believe it. I'm holding the bill like it's a misprint. I'm looking for a decimal point, like $40.70, $400. And I asked Elbow, because I knew it was the electric water heater. It's a 30-gallon tank. As he came out, he said, "You don't have enough hot water on the Shine Shack." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? It's a 30-gallon tank, and it mixes with cold water, right?" And I'm like, WTF, what are you doing? How long are you taking a shower? Oh, a half hour. It's like, who in the hell takes half-hour showers? Like, what the hell? Really? So there was definite costs associated with that, and most people would be very respectful of the property. Then D came in later, and D was super respectful. He actually cleaned up some other stuff that I didn't see, but that's what a very neat person does. And D is neat to the point of being OCD. But I was glad that he's such a neat and clean person, because he did a lot. Harvey, don't bust my balls with, no, that's Vanilla. Sorry, I thought that was Harvey with Warsh, yeah. How you doing, JK NoCal? Good to see ya. Yeah, wash, and do your wash, and wash your clothes, in Washington State, Washington, D.C. Y'all laugh at me about my accent, but, if y'all went to Baltimore and you said Washington, they would have you in a 5150 hole. Hey, Carlos, what's up? Carlos Martinez. Carlos, it's been nice. You haven't asked me to unblock your 50 accounts that got blocked on my channel. Yeah, it's a lot of girth though, and then I had to buy a new shower head and all that, because I was getting complaints that Narse couldn't wash his balls or whatever, so unblock my accounts. No, Harvey, you're not nasty. There's not a nasty bone in your body, but yeah, Carlos, I'll get all of your stuff unblocked. Man, oh man. Woo. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. So that kind of wraps up last night there. Let me just check. I'm just trying to message me here. Yeah, what WTF kind of channel? Well, right now it's an IRL channel, and I'm in front of Radio Korea here on Wilshire Boulevard. Running overhead. How you doing, Miss Bailey? Oh, thank you, Cheryl. So that's why I can't really offer the Shine Shack as a long-term solution, because if I gave the Shine Shack for a long-term solution, then I can't travel and do the things that I like to do, because I have to worry about what's going on. It's one thing, don't get me wrong, I would love to have a princess of the rancho. Love to have a beautiful princess of the rancho to move in there. That way I can hit the road and have somebody be in there that doesn't care to travel like Jen didn't care to travel. That would be a wonderful thing. But I'm in no rush to really meet anybody. If it happens in the course of things, that's wonderful. I'd love to meet some people and love to meet some nice gals and have a good time. But in the meantime, I'll meet anybody that wants to meet. So once again, it was a little rough on some people for the first 20 minutes of the chat last night, but my moderators got it into good control. That's IRL people. And it's a world that most of you don't really know too well. You have a little bit of IRL on Void, but IRL street streamers on Void are very rare. I'm really the only one that I can think of that streams from the street for years. So it's different kind of people in there, and that's cool. Maybe move Scotty too hottie to the rancho. Why is this recommended, ET? I guess because I'm one of the people that's live right now. That's why. Certainly not because of any talent I bring to the equation. But even a blind pig gets a truffle once in a while. Right? Jen's a good person, but you and her were not a good fit. You on streams living in Tampa part-time doing a part of she didn't want to travel yet. She didn't want to travel. So I need a gal that wants to be on a place like the Rancho and all that. I'd like to have a relationship like that, but I'm not pushing it because I'm on the road. 2020 is just going to be it's all going to be traveling. At least 60-70% of the time. ET's fine. ET's fine. I'm going to check out the ranch. It looks nice. Yeah. Thank you, Tito. And the IRL guys, I already told Captain Content and them, if they're ever up in the NorCal area, they can always come in and pop in the Rancho. And hang out there for a while with the RV. They were nice guys. I really liked it. I enjoyed Captain Content. Um, Johnny Boston on there, and Dummy Boy. Uh, to finally, and I met Mondo came on, and Mondo, of course, is the one that went viral because he took a crap on Nancy Pelosi's sidewalk or something outside of her house. So that's what IRL streamers do. So Mondo went ahead and took his channel down. Yeah, he's just loud. He's just loud. Well, you guys, wow. I mean, that's the stuff that streamers do. They'll just blow up their channels for something like that. Something goes viral, and Baked Alaska got terminated. It's you're going to lose a lot of channels when you're a streamer. Yeah, Mondo. So it's crazy. And then I met Hito, Smash God Triple X, really a handsome guy, and his wonderful girlfriend Jess. And then Tito came by, and it was really great to meet Tito and his friend. Just good people. Even though I thought Tito worked for LA Municipal Waste, and he had the yellow Elvis vest on. Gave me terrible flashbacks last night. Hey, how you doing, Jackie Blue? Yes, Jess was very nice. No, 60s flower child, I don't ignore you. I don't ignore you. You're always welcome here. You're always welcome here. I just don't always see everybody on the side chat because you got to understand, I have my phone sideways and I only see 3 lines of chat before they disappear. It's not like you guys at home on a laptop or whatever. Vertical phone, you can see 10, 15 lines, 20 lines of chat. So modern technology is amazing. So last night I got a good chance. This being leech week here on A&E, I was able to leech myself last night. Somebody else bought the pizza. Somebody else bought the beer. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty damn good. Jake was handsome with his values. Well, that's what I mean. IRL streamers do some crazy stuff. It'll make you question their values sometimes, or where their head is at when it comes to the things that they're going to do on YouTube. I always appreciate how you try your best to acknowledge everything. I do try my best, Ms. Bailey, and I'm not perfect on that, so thank you. The Asian couple was gorgeous. Yes, they were. I think Hito was probably one of the best looking guys I've seen on. I think he rubbed Cheryl the wrong way. I don't know, I think my mod Cheryl said something, right? Thoughts on Mona? I wish I could have spent more time with Mona, because Mona is a very, very, very complex, very complex person. And for the little bit I've already retained her as my YouTube counsel. So for the future, I'll have more precise advice. Oh, okay, Cheryl. Somebody said something. So I want to spend more time with Mona. She was elegant. She had her Jaguar. She's pretty really ultra conservative with her views, sometimes bordering on National Socialism, like NAZI. We're not going to tear into that right now. But I think that she was an interesting person. Now, what I thought was weird that Captain Content took off with Mona and Jacob was there too last night, to go to the Greyhound station to pick up Nanobot. And I haven't met Nanobot before, but obviously she's got some challenges in life and things. And I don't know if that's the kind of person I would put her feature on streaming and things like that. I mean, it's just my opinion about stuff. It's just my opinion. Hi, Laura. How are you? That's just my opinion about things. Yeah, Mona's is very hip too. So we had a lot of fun last night. She looks much younger than her stated age. And she brought her dog Freddie. That was cool. That was cool. Hi, Jen Jun. Yeah, it all worked out. It all worked out pretty good. How you doing, Max? Welcome to the chat here. We've got to welcome a lot of new people over to the chat. I think on this trip of, we're breaking records for viewership and subscribers, so it's been a very good thing. It shows you guys if you really want to grow channels, you need to collaborate if you're streamers, which thank God I'm not really, I'm not really dedicated to streaming full time. If she's really that sick, that was exploiting Nano. Sully, since I don't really know Nano too much, and I just met Captain Content last night, I'm gonna hold my thoughts on that for a while. I'm gonna just observe the channels and things and see. As you guys know, I have pretty strict ideas about what I'll put on my own chat as far as people, and I'm always a little reticent when somebody is having issues of challenges in life, be they physical, mental type of challenges. I'm always a little bit, I'm thinking about, is this right or not? But like I say, Sully, I really don't know. I haven't met Nano yet, and I just barely got to know Jacob and Captain Content, so I don't know. But you have to realize that IRL streamers, they just go with the flow. They do what the hell they want to do. So commendable. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. Thank you very much. I agree to mingle with others to help with the subs and you. That's exactly right. And I try to show some people. If you have what I call a nice side chat like I have, it doesn't work against you in the long run. You don't always have to have all the wild side chats and stuff on there. That's why I say moderators are such the core of your success on YouTube. There's no way I could have, last night, that first 20 minutes, I actually thought about shutting down the chat, because I was worried about people just being maybe offended because it was shock and awe. It was like different communities coming together and stuff. And if I was just trying to have an unmoderated chat and do things myself, it just would have totally gotten to be a mess last night. That's why I'm so appreciative of the job that the mods do. Within 20 minutes, they had that chat exactly the way that they thought it should be, which was great. That was said. She really got to go on. Hey, Scottish. But you guys know what I'm saying? The importance of having them, because there's no way, I'm in the middle of meeting people, there's no way I can stand there and figure out what should be on the chat or what done. I mean, I'm also stupid the first 10 minutes. I'm like, just let people be a little freewheeling. And I think Cheryl reminds me that maybe you don't really want freewheeling, it's... And I'm like, okay, yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, Cheryl, here, take over, Scottish, Cheryl, Jen, right? Sinai, take over, That's what I think, man. I just, don't ever give me a wrench in your damn chat. I'm useless, okay? I can't do that function. All right, I can't do that stuff. I can't do. Yeah, exactly, Cheryl. Yeah, exactly. So, that's why I feel like if you're an IRL streamer, your content's going to be right on the edge of YouTube. And a lot of times, YouTube is very sensitive to people that may be exploited on chats, especially in 2020, or exploited on content. They're going to be very tight in their standards of what can be shown on the chats and things. So it's important to have good moderators on that. Free speech will grow your channel. I understand that, but free speech. Use the homeless man. Yeah, I didn't even get to see that, Ben. Scottish. I don't even know what Ben said there. So Elvis Travels gave me a run. Yeah, it's risky business. What a lot of people don't realize now is that YouTube has automated bots that go into chats now, and some people have been running their chat, and all of a sudden the chat will go down and they'll get a strike. Okay, and it's all automated. There's no human that got involved with that. It's just that the bot was running around, and the bot saw something that violated, and it just shut it down and gives you a strike. You're an AI bot. I like that. Hello, Opiami. Yay, we got an AI bot. We got an AI bot. You better get back to the rancho and shine check Inca. I know. There's Mr. Z. How you doing, Mr. Z? Good to see you, Mr. Z. We're going to have some kind of fun when he comes up to north. YouTube don't allow free speech. Yeah, YouTube is not a it's not a government, U.S. government owned entity. It's a private corporation that extends the ability of you to upload content on a free platform within the rules, terms, and conditions that YouTube sets. And there's so many people that take issue with free speech on YouTube that don't understand it's a private corporation. You cannot go into CVS pharmacy and just start running your mouth and stand up in an aisle and start spouting off your philosophy, and you'll get shown the gate. You'll be trespassed from the property. Okay, why? Because it's a private property. That's the way it is. It's a private entity. So when people talk about free speech on YouTube, it's never been a free speech. Never been a free speech zone on YouTube. And I don't think it ever will be, because YouTube has to answer to the courts. I'm a free speech woman, be quiet. Or there we go, Zoe. Did you ever use Dustin.t? No, I did not. A lot of these guys run Prism, they run the Streamlabs, but I've found Streamlabs to just be a failure. Mondo tried to explain to me last night something about I had too many beers or whatever to understand what the hell the guy was talking about. So, Mondo's an expert on everything. I think last night went okay. The regulars, the others, were just having fun and they weren't doing it. Yeah, that's right. And we were meeting people. And, Boston, he turned out to be a good guy, and Dummy Boy, and Hito, and Jess. I was very lucky to make some friends so quickly last night. So it was good. It was good. So I think it went pretty good last night. It went pretty good. Now I'm going to be in LA today and tomorrow, and then Saturday I am shoving off to Las Vegas. So hopefully Saturday night I'll be seeing Mr. Z and maybe Monkey Boy in Vegas and doing some things with them. I know people are going to want to go back to the cemetery again, so don't even ask. Don't complain. Some people will complain about repetitive things on YouTube, but you know what? They watch it, and the numbers bear it out. Let's see, I got the Monkey Boy clone and blocked over. Yeah, I think last night was great. Take streams like to expand the bigger audience. It does. It does. So I'm looking forward to seeing Mr. Z and Monkey Boy, and I think Mr. Z will appreciate that he can stay out and play a little longer on Saturday night. And then on Wednesday, I'll be going back to the rancho after a 10-day travel trip here. And possibly that weekend, I'll be meeting up with Stephen and Stefano. They'll be coming to the rancho. We'll try to do a cooking rancho kitchen stadium on Saturday night. Friday night, we'll just have a meet and greet. And then Saturday, I think they'll come in Saturday overnight to Sunday. We'll do a Rancho Kitchen Stadium, and then we'll have a good time with them. And then I'm going to be Mr. Z and I think Monkey Boy are going to be coming up to the Rancho. And then I'm going to be taking off for the East Coast. What's the matter with the cemetery? Some people complain that Las Vegas gets repetitive and things, but I always think to myself, yeah, it might be a little bit repetitive, but my numbers always tell me something different. When I look at the screens the next day and I look at the numbers, and I'm like, wow, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views on a stream tells me something entirely different. It tells me that people love to watch that content. So, Jessica, how you doing, sweetie? If I missed anybody, sorry. Is anybody? Yeah, I communicate with Dee on a regular basis. Yeah, he's doing good. He is on his Fact Finder channel. I hope that people can appreciate that he's trying to make the moves to put his life on a good plane, and to at least give him the benefit of the doubt moving forward to try to see that the steps he's taken. And, as Bergs would say, come up to present time. Here every day gets damn repetitive. There we go. Oops, sorry about that. Just shaking that outside of Radio Korea here. Here every I'm always happy to be able to catch a chat. Yeah, we always have a good time no matter what we're doing in Vegas, and I always like to check the chats and see if people are having a good time. I always like to go to Vegas and at least walk down Las Vegas Boulevard, and we're going to try to do some different content. How you doing, Jennifer? Nice to see you. News and different stuff in the Vegas future. Yeah, and I try to find some of the Vegas backstories too, like Fred Smith, the chairman of Federal Express, and how he won the biggest bet in the history of Las Vegas. Bets that saved his company, and Federal Express became what it is today. Some parking fees are back at some casinos. But some Tropicana and Paris are laying off people. That's the latest round of layoffs in Las Vegas, and the infection numbers aren't going down in Vegas. So we'll see, Cheryl. We'll take another gauge of what's going on down. I like LA more. It's very colorful. It is Sully, and there's a lot of content to bring here. Like Kev was really surprised at what went on in the Bermuda Triangle of Beverly Hills, and I told Kev, you got a gold mine here. You got a gold mine. Yeah, layoffs everywhere. The first-time claims for unemployment were released again today, and now they're confirmed to be rising again. I think we had over 868,000 first-time claims for unemployment, along with 300,000 pandemic claims for unemployment. So, in my opinion, things aren't getting better out there. In my opinion, things are getting worse, and more places are shutting down than opening right now. So, am I coming home? Well, when you mean home, home to Baltimore or home to the Rancho? Because I should be in Baltimore, Zoe, in early, sometime in early November. I should be in Baltimore, so Yeah, I'm coming to Baltimore. I should be in Baltimore like the end of the first week of November, something like that, I think. So I hope I have decent weather for traveling. I've never really traveled in November too much. Yeah, it's the same here in the UK, Rosie. Rosie, lots of places closing down. I see France is closing a lot of stuff. Yeah. I don't know how it's going to play out in the end. I don't know. Yeah, send me your number, and you'll be able to follow me too, Zoe, on a daily basis. When I'm in town, we can hang out. We can, get something to eat and have a good time. The virus is commie collaboration to move the world to digital money. Could very well be. Yes, I'm from Baltimore, right? If you couldn't tell by my John Waters Balmer accent. How you doing, hon? Yep. Oh, thank you, Zoe. That's awful sweet of you. I might take you up on that in Baltimore. My top priority is to spend a few days with my dad, and then Zoe, I'm open to hanging out with you for a few days. Yeah, hipster end times. And I'm lucky I met Zoe Small in person in Baltimore before. She came and stream sniped me, which was great. Now let's talk about something else that happened funny today. I'm in a restaurant this morning, and some woman and some guy at a table, they keep turning around and looking at me and smiling, and other people start to look in the restaurant too. I was there, and I go to leave, and the woman's like, oh, I know you, and it was really weird. She started getting really loud in the restaurant. She started almost going like manic, about, I know this person. I know them from YouTube, and it's crazy. And Kev was there too when this woman was just, and then other people were trying to figure out who in the hell I was in the restaurant. It was really, really funny. I never had somebody make such a big scene before, but she was pretty nice, but it was funny as hell when that happened. And I've noticed more and more as time goes by on YouTube that no matter where I seem to go, LA or Vegas, or wherever the hell I go, more people, especially around NorCal, more people know me on the streets and things like that. So it's funny. It always gives me a wonderful laugh. It gives me a great laugh. So, yeah, this woman was really, really excited. She was cute. She looked like she was about 40 years old, and she starts, oh my God. She's leaning over. She's talking to the guy across the table. She's talking real loud. I think that's Rosie. And the guy's like, who in the hell is Rosie? He's like, so? And I think they expected to see like Rosie O'Donnell or something like that. And it's funny as hell. Like, no, that's Rosie Kelly over there. And the guy didn't even bat an eye. It's funny, but she's starting to get louder and louder and louder. And other people in the restaurant are like, they're thinking that there's a celebrity, and they're looking at me, and they're going, oh nah, that can't be somebody's a slob like that. How in the hell can they be a how in the hell can a slob like that? Yeah, let's get 100 thumbs up this morning, guys. Yeah, it was funny, Sister Earth. Yeah, my kids say, who is Rosie? So I'm going to always run with that line now when I meet people that, and they ask me if they don't know me, what are you doing? I'm live streaming on YouTube. I'm going to tell them I'm a YouTube celebrity. I'm known by millions around the world. Yeah, I want to run with that. Yeah, YouTube famous now. It's crazy, But I have to laugh. People are so cute, and it's not the person that says I know you. It's the person they're with. They're like, so, what's the big deal, This guy's still stuffing his face. He didn't miss a beat on breakfast. Who is Rosie T-shirts? I don't know. What is Rosie T-shirts? What is that? Did somebody make up a Rosie merch or something like that? How you doing? Yeah, a lot of people are pressing me to do some merch, but I would be very selective in the merch that I introduce. I would probably start with a coffee mug or something like that. But I'm not a graphic designer. I don't have any talent in that area. And I would just produce a very limited edition item. So that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I know, Jen. I know I need merch, and I guess I'm kind of lazy that way, or I just feel embarrassed to have my mug on merch and things, but it's okay. Yeah, Dorito bikinis. There we go, Sister Earth. You're too cute. Yeah, the bikinis. And then in December when I get back, don't forget. Yeah, Trailer Trash has the X-rated counters, exactly. A T-shirt for sure. So we'll see, guys. If somebody is a graphic artist or something like that, or can do something with Terminator on, yeah, wouldn't that be funny? Terminator, Space Girl. That would be funny as hell. Not that I take any great joy in that, but yeah, who is Rosie? Yes, who is Rosie? Barbecue tools. So merch is a possibility. I would start very slowly with just one item, and then I want to kind of keep the uniqueness of the item. I don't want it to just, I'd like it to be something that people will really enjoy having, and not just something that's slopped out in 5 minutes on Teespring or something like that. I don't like that. I want something that's a very high quality, coffee mug, something like that. So, oh, you're sweet, Shemay. I'll send you one, Shemay. Just send me your address, honey. I got some at home I can send you because I did great. The company's very happy about the job I did promoting their. Problem is they keep sending me smaller and smaller and smaller size. To the extent that if I move one way or another, it's I've got a lot of for lack of a better way, I get a lot of skin and curves to be stuffed into a bikini. So I don't want to risk things, but and there's only so much small. I mean, I'm not what was that guy's name? Ron Jeremy down below, but there's still a limit, right? So it's kind of funny, but yeah, Shemay, you send me your Addy, honey, and I'll pop one in the mail as soon as I get back from the rancho, and you can delight your family and fans, and do all that kind of. Yeah, let's go choochin' with Rosie. So I have to be very careful about YouTube doesn't care about Dorito bikinis as long as it's age restricted. Sometimes when I get to drinking and a little bit of shaking, right? Just like I think I would set up something on only fans only or something like that. I think would be fun. My days of nudity are long over, though. I'd never do that. My stuff will live on forever. So. But just for fun and good spirit and good adult fun. I mean, we're all grown-ups here, so. Yeah, that would be cool. Big Black Widow, Rosie O'Kelly, the Terminator. Because you know how much I love Black Widows, and I just find them so fascinating and so beautiful, so sleek, so glossy. And I love the color black anyway, and to me, it's so beautiful when you buff that to a high shine. I call Black Widows like the Oakland street thugs of the spider world. I love that. Oh, thank you, Cinnamon. Hot. Would be rocking a counter with a pro photography. Yeah, that would be pretty good. get out some of the bikinis, but I want to do that. I'm not sure if I'd be able to do that I wouldn't be able to do that for 2021. Because I'm taking the month of December, as I told you guys, and I'm going to press myself. I'm going to have Monkey Boy help me and help me professionally train to see if I can get myself in super tip-top shape. So December is going to be a very lean and very workout-oriented month for me. Get back in the gym through the month, see how much body improvement I can do in the month of December. I take that as a personal challenge. It's also very good for health. So that means things like Ezekiel bread, 3 to 5 miles of walking a day, some light aerobics, some weightlifting, some general workout things. So I take that as a challenge. Yes, Monkey Boy is a certified trainer. He trained many people down in Los Angeles. He was John Stamos' bodyguard for a while, and he worked with many people in the adult movie industry. And he thinks that he can whip me into really dynamite shape. So I'm going to give him that challenge, and I'm going to no beer, no drinking at all in December. I may break that for Christmas or Christmas Eve, but there will be no drinking in December. And I'm taking that as a big personal challenge. And I will probably put myself on fans only, and a few things up on the McNamara channel. But I take that as a real personal challenge, and I think he's up to that too. How about a cooking apron? Yeah, some people surprised. Some people suggested that too. It's going to be hard around the holidays, but that's the kind of thing I really like, Sister Earth. I can define the holidays as like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and except for those 2 days, everything else is on, and it's not so much not eating, it's eating healthy and taking carbohydrates down to almost zero. So yeah, Monkey Boy is a very well-known. He had studios in LA, and he told me he could whip me into incredible shape. So I take that as a nice challenge, and then after that, to get a professional photographer and do a calendar or something like that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think I can do it, Brandon. And I know you've challenged yourself in the past too, Robert Wilbur, to do things to get yourself into, to get your health, not so much to get but to get healthier in life. And I'm not smoking, but I do drink very heavily. I don't really worry about what I eat down here because I'm walking so much and exercising. But there's, to keep very taut and to keep, because I got a little bit of an upper, to lose a little of the upper there, do some things for butt development too. So I throw the ball to Monkey Boy and I say, let's do it, man. Let's do it. And I will follow. Yeah, I got a huge cheering squad, so I'm very, very happy about that. Yeah. So, you have to make an investment in yourself, particularly when you get older. And I'm very lucky. I got a very supportive chat, and lots of you guys, particularly the ladies, sent me wonderful tips on dieting and things to do for in the way of things to eat, and I might try to do a bit of corset training. I've always failed at that for the month of December too, and take that into 2021. It's very difficult to do that though. It's very hard to get used to wearing a steel corset for 23 and a half hours a day. It's very, very, very demanding and very difficult. But those are the challenges I like. There's Monkey Boy, there he is. So yeah, Monkey Boy's going to talk to me at the end of October when he comes up. I'm pretty sure I may see him in Vegas coming up. But I'm issuing the challenge to Monkey Boy to take me under his trainership for the month of December, and I'm perfectly willing to pay him to develop a daily program for me of what he wants to see me eat and what he wants to see me do for the month of. Course of training pulls in your upper, just accentuates your, makes you more of an hourglass figure. Right now I have a very athletic sort of figure. So, and I think Monkey Boy's up to that challenge too. I think he's excited to take that on. So I would follow to a T everything that he said to do every single day, and what to eat every day. But that's for December. That'll give us something to do in December, because I want to be around the rancho in December. I don't want to be on the road in December. So it's important to be around. I want to spend time with my friends. I want to see the boss and Janet and all that. So I think Monkey Boy is the perfect person to take me and just to get me into tip top shape, and then put me on a maintenance program going forward. So I look forward to that. So it should be a good time. I'm watching you for a couple of you. Think you're terrific. Oh, thank you very much. Is that Riza? Thank you. I appreciate that. Hourglass is overrated. I understand that, but it's always kind of been a goal of mine, Opiami. Maybe people can understand that. That's always been a really big goal of mine. Yeah, a lot of women are very athletic. They're beautiful, their body shape. I'm just saying, just for me as a personal challenge, I've never succeeded before. I've talked about it every single year, and every single year I have failed at that. So, yeah, Monkey Boy, fantastic. 1, 2, 3, breathe. So, like I say, I'm perfectly. Welcome to the side chat, Riza. Thank you for being on the chat. So I'm perfectly happy to pay Monkey Boy to develop a daily program for me that's tailored to me. So I think that'll be pretty good. And I'm willing to go back into the gym every day. I think the Planet Fitness is open except for the showers. I've an hourglass, except it's more like, oh, you're cute, Penny Pincher. Y'all are beautiful out there. Wishing you all the best. Thank you, G. It's funny. Yeah, it's a goal. It's a goal of mine, and I think if we can perceive it, we can achieve it. I'm usually work most of the time. It should be fun. So I give that challenge to Monkey Boy, and then in January I will reappear in Las Vegas and meet Monkey Boy personally, and we'll have a finished unveiling and all that. And hopefully that'll be really, at poolside at Monkey Boys or whatever. We'll do the deal. And he's a wonderful friend. He's such a great friend. And I look up to Monkey Boy so much, not just because he's 1 foot taller than I am, but because of his past, because of his service to this nation, and because of the decent person that he is. I do look up to him a lot as a real figure of respect in my life, just like Mr. Z. Both of them I really look up to. So I look up to Monkey Boy as like a mentor for physical health and things like that. Health is wealth, all the money in the world. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Brandon. You've got exactly the right idea on that. Exactly 120%. You know what? We're only 11 thumbs up from 100. It'd be great to hit that this morning if you haven't hit that thumbs up. I'm very lucky to have you. I will be in New York City, but I will not be in New York City this particular trip, because when I go to New York, I want to take a place in New York for 1 month. I want to take find something on Craigslist, just a room in somebody's house or something like that for a month. So I cannot just do a drive into New York, and I need to take New York as a huge city. It's like LA. I need to spend a lot of time in New York City, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to dedicate a whole month to New York City, and hopefully I'll be able to get a place in. I'd like to get a place in Manhattan, but if Brooklyn would be my second choice, or Queens. I don't want to be over on Staten Island because I don't want to have to, vote in every day to go in. And I might meet somebody in New York that's willing to put me up for a while and have me hang out with them, and that would be cool too. And there's a lot of people in New York. Thank you, Riza. there's a lot of people in New York City that are subs to the channel. Shoots the Graveyard in Sleepy Hollow, New York. That would be awesome. So I always count on people on the road if they're able to just give me a sofa to crash on in a shower or something like that. I'm perfectly willing to spend some money to take people out to dinner or whatever as a way to say thank you for that. So I am blessed with some great people on the channel, and they know New York better than I do, and they can take you to the really cool places and some of the abandoned places. Even looking around Flushing Meadows, the old World's Fair, which I went to in 1964. Kind of what's left of that after the World's Fair so many years later. It's a good time. It's a great time. Great content. So yeah, if you're in New York City or you're in one of the within commuting distance or something like that, and you want to hang out, you want to show Rosie you're in New York City, because I don't consider New York City just Fifth Avenue. I don't consider it just Times Square. I do have the ability to get onto the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. That's not open to the general public, but I do know people I used to work with. I was able to get my daughters on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange last year. Probably post that picture in my chat, them standing next to the bell on the upper deck. But it would be really cool to do a live stream from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. I think that would be fantastic. And there's a good chance that I can make that happen. But the pandemic's got to be over. They're not letting any, even guests of people can't come into the exchange. Yeah, so much to do and never enough time. Thank you, Moni Cook. Thank you, sweetie. Look at some of the early travel things, celebrating our 20th anniversary. Good for you, Jersey. God, that would be awesome. Even if you don't fit into your wedding dress, honey, 20 years is really great. And I applaud that. That is fantastic. Used to New York City drama community. Yeah, so I hope to meet some people like that. And if you guys have any communication with those people, tell them, Rosie be a good person to collaborate with. Keys to New York City. There we go. So New York City needs time. I'm not able to devote the right amount of time. I do want to see Bella Rose again in Buffalo, and I do want to look around Rochester when the streaming house is done. As you know, Holly has graciously invited me to be part of the streaming house in early to mid-November, and that should be a lot of fun. And then, take my time afterward coming back to the West Coast. As long as I'm back here for around Thanksgiving time, that would be awesome. Thank you, Flower Child. Thank you. I appreciate that. I tried to travel for Toronto. Oh yeah, I was in Toronto. Look at my videos last July in Toronto. I had a great time. I was up there for the Pride Festival on Church and White and Church, I think, up there, or whatever the heck it is. Went over to Pearson's Pier. I had so much fun. I went over to the, I can never remember that funky area, what the name of it is. And I had a great time in Toronto. I got Gypsy up there in Toronto. There's a lot of people. Church, yeah, watch out. Just put Toronto in your search box. You'll see me eating Chinese food. I love to stay in the Scarborough area there. I went crazy for Tim Hortons coffee. Just had so much fun. So much fun in Toronto. One of the greatest cities in the world, Toronto, Canada. Yeah, Kensington. I don't know why, Miss Putwina. I can never remember the damn place. Kensington, yes. I saw Kensington near Chinatown in Toronto, and I'm like, man, you could just spend a week just eating and sampling the ethnic foods up here. The Jamaican, it's just incredible up there. Kensington is just amazing. The whole city of Toronto is amazing. Of course, I worked for Royal Bank of Canada for 5 years, so barber. My hubby works for Tim Horton. Oh, that's good. You know what? You know what? Unbelievable that how great Tim Hortons coffee is, and I was very lucky. I don't know if Patricia or somebody sent me down a whole big can of Tim Hortons coffee. It was amazing, just amazing. Yep, in Canada, Monkey, we've been meaning to ask. So, yeah, I think Monkey Boy's like, woo. So Monkey Boy, are you up to what we call Project Rosie? We're gonna call December Project Rosie, right? We can rebuild her. We can make her better than ever. Project Rosie. We have our numbers are going up. Yeah, we have tight restrictions. Our numbers are going up here in California too. I really don't think that we're ever. Love Cersei. Yeah, I love that. I love that Tim Hortons coffee. To me, the best coffee around. So, yeah, there we go. Monkey Boy's like, yeah, you just follow my program, and we'll have Project Rosie. That'll be good for December. And then hopefully I'll be out to Hawaii in January. But I need the restrictions to be lifted. I'm not going to go to Hawaii if I have to spend 2 weeks in a quarantine in a hotel. What's the point? What's the point? I'm not going to do that. And people sneak out. They try to escape from quarantine, and they end up having to wear ankle monitors. And then when they still go out, they get arrested and they get put in jail and they get fined. Yeah, make America great again. Yeah, that's it. Project Rosie 2020. It's going to be a grueling month of December. It's going to be a grueling month, but we're going to make it work. And it's not so much eating less. It's just Monkey Boy tells me it's eating right, and doing the right exercises and things. Doing the right exercise. And that's the thing that Monkey Boy's taught me. It's not calories, it's the makeup of those calories is important. Picasso was a comment. I watched some of you live last night with the RV. It ended good. I mean, we left about 11:30 with Kev was getting tired. He had sobered up a lot so he could drive. And, the cops came 2 times. It was time to call it a night. Guess what? Today's my teacher, Miss Shauna's Renee's birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Gray. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, teacher Miss Gray. Ooh. Happy birthday to you. Ooh. Rosie O'Kelly, go to the detention. Go to the principal's office. We don't shake our tatas then. Seriously, happy birthday, Miguel. Thank you for being on the chat today. Thank you for being on. So we'll see what kind of space girl. And then if I do the fans only or only fans, I'll let you guys know about that too as I go along on there, and maybe post my journey on that. And it's kind of nice there's a site like OnlyFans now because it lets you do a little more of your adult side without going crazy, and you don't have to worry about YouTube. I've stopped fighting YouTube now and think I'm gradually removing a lot of that content and taking it, what hasn't been stripped out already has been stripped to the bone. So series should be called yeah, for the fitness journey. That's it. Thank you. Carol Law, how you doing? Good to see you. Can I hold my breasts in my hands? No, I can't. They're too big. And YouTube's very, if you're wearing something, you can hold them. And YouTube's very careful about you can shake them, you can show them, but you cannot touch them. That's the deal on that. That's that. That's why I just kind of do a little shake like that. Even with a bikini, that's fine. But they don't stop growing. That's the thing. I mean, I'm continuing the hormones and they don't stop growing. So that's that. You don't just turn it off. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm looking more on the health aspect of, I'm looking to more on the health aspect of things, because never in my life, besides playing sports and things like that, never in my life have I really been serious about conditioning and things like that, because I always played basketball, I always walked a lot, I've always been very high energy, so I never thought about doing that. So Rocco Kelly for the fitness journey. How you doing? Yep, I'm having fun. Let's see, I find it horrifying and not the virus. There's a lot of stuff that horrifies me, for sure. A lot of things. Try to see if I can get a tour of the Radio Korea studios in here. Pretty cool. But in the pandemic, nobody's willing to do anything these days. So they're not willing to let you into buildings or do anything at all. Oh, damn, this thing keeps falling. I don't know where in the hell their broadcast tower is. I got no idea. Is Dolly Parton still alive? Yes, she's alive. Yep. She is kind of a rival, yeah. And I believe my size is now surpassed, I believe it's now surpassed her. I'm not sure. But Dolly Parton's always been a very, she's always been a wonderful, generous, great person. So I look up to her a lot. She's still kicking it, Hey NorCal dude, how you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you today. As far as tonight is concerned, guys, we're going to be out on, tonight we will be out on the Spook Tour here. We got some good stuff planned. You want to make sure you're on the live tonight. We'll probably go to several different locations and then just end with a couple beers at the end of the night. A lot of bad stuff has happened in LA. A lot of really bad stuff. It's amazing the amount of, well, look at the size of the city. All right. How you doing, Angela? It's going to be about 90 today. Yeah, spiders. I know Monkey Boy loves to do that Vegas cemetery thing, but I got my itching like crazy today. So we'll do that. It's going to be a little warm today, 90. I really enjoyed the shoots through the homeless camp, man. That was something. Wasn't that something? Wasn't that something? Yeah, that was very enjoyable. Crap's falling off this tree. I had this damn crow. You still sing better than Dolly. See that? I was here just starting my stream and boom, this crow, this darn crow fell right out of the tree right there and just dropped dead. Just fell right out of the damn tree. I was like, what the hell? I'm getting set up here and I hear a thump. And I have no idea what the hell happened to that crow. You were surprised at the number of women of the night out on street corners. You know what surprised me, Sully? I thought I was rather, kind of break the barriers with what I would wear, in the way of teeny weeny bikinis. This one girl that I used a little bit in the corner of my thumbnail couldn't really make it out too well, but from behind she looked absolutely naked, just wearing heels. And she was literally just wearing like a pink string. And from the front side, the string didn't even cover her nips or anything. Or like, wow. I mean, this chick is like, but I guess the cops are okay with just being things located in that area of Figueroa down there. But it was kind of funny. We ended up having a bottle thrown at the car. You can't be window shopping there and just driving around. Monkey Boy, that'll be up to my moderators to, to figure that out or whatever. So, no more crows falling out of the sky, but wasn't that weird? And crows are always they're always like in my life, crows in the rancho, just crows, crows, crows. Crows, crows, crows. So that was pretty funny to be out there on the running those roads. It's kind of risky though to have a camera, but it is what it is. Yeah, West Nile and the bird. So I'm not going near that. I'm not going near that freaking bird down there. That's for damn sure. Monkey Boy. Yeah, Monkey Boy. I don't think we're going to be able to get that sorted out on here. So. My talking chat during that meetup. I will always talk to the chat because Susie, they're so important to the. You cannot just take, in my opinion, you can do whatever the hell you want. But in my opinion, your chat is with you, and it's your responsibility to be a good host or hostess to make sure that your chat is part of the night. Now, a little later on, I sat the camera up so that you guys could see we were having the pizza and things at the end of the night. But for that first 3 hours or so, hell yeah. It's my responsibility to make sure that I'm being a good host of the chat or hostess and keeping you guys engaged and introducing and making sure and letting other people come up and introduce themselves to you guys on the chat. I do care about the side chat a lot. And being a good hostess on YouTube means making sure that your chat is always involved in the action. Hi, how you doing? Making sure that. Yep, thank you, Susie. I appreciate you appreciating that. Thank you for pointing that out on the chat today. I'm going to go about another 20 minutes or so this morning. It'll take us up to the 2-hour mark. Then I'm going to go back and edit some content. I have more historic LA movie star stuff coming up. Not generally known stuff, but second level stuff. I've got some metal detecting, and if I get done in time, I'm going to go out and do a little more metal detecting today. I got a lot of stuff in the barrel I need to edit and get put up. So today, I'm going to wreck because he's been a rubberneck to see. Yeah, he was. He'll be back. He'll be back. Just. Something about having really big breasts. I see a lot of nice big butts in LA, but not too many big racks down here. So I think I got that pretty much cornered in LA. I think that you stayed longer this time. Thank you, Sully. Yeah, I'm glad to be in LA longer. So I'm going to be in LA about 6 times every other month. I'll be. It's a very short ride. It's 6 hours down from the Bay Area, so about every 6 weeks or so to try to come down to LA, and just keep making more content down here. Keep digging below the surface. Meet some local people here that have a little more knowledge and things. Dancing with Captain Content was sweet. Yeah, Captain Content was a good-looking guy too, wasn't he? He's quite a blend of Spanish and Jewish, so quite a blend of those two. And then Hito, Smash God Triple X was so good-looking too. Always action on the streets of LA. Wilshire Boulevard. Yeah, wasn't he hot? God, he was good looking. One of my mods was funny. He's like, oh, I'm not liking this. He's too much on himself. No, I was because of me. He was truly a very nice person. Where is this? This is on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles here, LA. Morning. I love the little Korean ladies. They're so cute. They always look at me like WTF. Whoa. Looking like, wow, this chick's built like a brick, you know what, man, and they're all tiny and everything. Let's see, here we got Hazel. Hi, Hazel. How are you, sweetie? Never dull on any good Indonesian restaurant. That's a really good question, B. Yeah, I hope Johnny Boston gets a break too. Yeah, if you haven't subbed him up, make sure. I love Indonesian food. They have the peanut butter satays, and there's a lot of good Indonesian food. Oh, I forgot. There's shit falling out of this tree. No wonder there's birds dying. I don't know what the hell this stuff is. Some kind of space goo or something's flying out. I forgot we had. I went to Little Armenia yesterday, which was very hard to find, really, any Armenian. I ended up walking the streets. You guys will see that video, and then I have a review. We found an Armenian restaurant. I had the spicy lamb. So you'll be able to see the video with the goat milk yogurt and all. You guys will enjoy that, the yogurt milk and all that. Nanobots up there. Yeah, whatever used to be so loved, good with what. Max, I don't know. I guess I've fallen down through the cracks, Max. I'll be okay. I depend on people like you to pull me back from the brink. God. Whoa. This tree is like shedding. I know, Max. I'm just falling through the cracks. Wash your hands as touching that stuff and possibly killed the crow. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Spider webs floating through the air. They're just. Ooh, it's starting to get a little windy. Coming down in volume down there. All right, I think we got it kind of under control. Yeah, the web of death is coming down. Hope we see Mona again. You'll see Mona on a future. You'll see Mona in a future visit to LA. I think she's sweet on Captain Content. She gave him some roses and stuff, which is cool. Is there anything there more than a friendship? I don't know. Well, got fire trucks running around like crazy. And thank you, Max. I don't think I'm better than anybody in life. What we have there, Max, is just they're real IRL streamers. That's what they do. They only stream. They don't do recorded content. So they're always going to be more freewheeling than I am. They're always going to be a little more in the way of Wild Child, and it's okay. You know, my chat dealt with it last night, and they did a good job. So his channel, visited his channel for the first time. So. Risky. I want to know why Rich Life is always laying down. You know, Harvey, I got no idea. Same way that Elbow, when I came up with the term "state of the steering wheel address," right? Some people find their comfort position, Harvey, and that's where they do their thing. can push. I'm not drawing. I don't want to bring her. I'm not Max. I'm not bringing myself down. The state of my channel has literally never been better. The rate of subscribers being added on a daily basis right now is phenomenal. I think I have a legitimate chance of hitting 30,000 subscribers by January 1st. It remains to be seen. The daily view count, the 48-hour view count is running at 25,000 views, about 12,000 plus views per day. I'd say that's cooking along pretty good. I don't think it's bringing the channel down because I'm not changing as a person. I got plenty of opportunity to go out there and stick camera and some wild stuff on the streets of LA, but I don't do that. I'm not out here exploiting homeless people. I'm not out here, like I don't think I'd put nanobot on my channel. There's a lot of things I'm not doing that I could do, but I don't. My heart tells me not to do that. I'm not going to do that stuff. Okay, so I don't think I'm changing at all. I don't think the channel's being brought down. If anything, I think the channel's finally starting to get airborne, and and I've apologized to a lot of people on my channel too. So heartfelt apologies. So, Koreatown, full of different. There's some Japanese here. There is some Japanese, some Chinese. Tonight we're going out for sushi tonight. Reaching to talk about, yeah. No, I just can't. I don't really know nanobots, so I'm gonna guard my mouth what I say. So, but everybody's different in the YouTube world. Everybody has different ideas about what's exploitive content and what's not. And Captain Content, I got to say thank you to him for hosting me at his RV. He's got a nice Class C RV. Which I enjoyed. I gave him a few tips about RVing and boondocking and where you can drink legally in your rig, and tips on boondocking. He was telling me about his generator and stuff. So chicken in a bag, Sully, was incredible. The best thing I've eaten on this trip was that late night with Berkeley Betty and Porno Andy. That chicken in a bag was tremendous. Okay, thank you, Cheryl. Hot dog, just some look good, some didn't. Yeah. Really? Well, I don't know about the pastrami. They're too overloaded. Thank you, Max. Don't worry, Max. I love all Asian food. Korean fun when you grill meat at your table. For me, I love the kimchi. I don't ever get it. They kind of... I'm going to ask Kev tomorrow night if we can do another Korean barbecue. And I want some place that has like a spicier kimchi. I want something that's going to blow my head off. I love the kimchi. I love the spice. So, there's so much great Korean food to eat. Try Roscoe's chicken and waffles. I'll see, Jackie. I know you had me a message about that. The problem is today that I had something to do up in Westwood this morning. Kev was taking pocket changey to the airport this morning, so he was on a limited time budget this morning. We didn't really have time to go down to Roscoe's. We'll find one. Plus, Roscoe's doesn't have on-site dining, and that's a really difficult thing. If we go to Roscoe's, we get takeaway, carry-out, but then we got to figure out where in the hell are we going to eat it. It makes it so difficult. Restaurants in California are still shut for indoor dining, so we have to find a place that has like outdoor dining, so you can do a decent review. And it's very challenging. Video a bit last night. I felt bad for the nanobot getting let. He's calling authorities on the issues. Maybe nanobot that was doing it active. I don't know. Could be concussed, which temporary like that happens frequently. Okay. I got no comment on nanobots. So. I just can't speculate that on all. The side chat can, but I can't. So. Yeah, LA has outstanding food choices here, just outstanding. And that will always be my goal to press forward. I'm happy I've now checked Armenian food off of my list. I had a Lebanese bakery yesterday. I thought it was Armenian. I went across the street because they had the little I stand with Armenia flag in the window. And it turned out it was a Lebanese bakery. It was still delicious for some pistachio things. So, yeah, I'm going to always concentrate on the food scene on LA and build up a big portfolio of reviews. So, some of my food reviews are some of the most watched content on YouTube. Bless their hearts, both are indulgent, fatty bombs. I don't know, Kev showed me some pictures when he got out of the Navy. I'm going to be interviewing Kev this afternoon. We're going to sit down for about a half hour. I'm going to record an interview with Kev. But you have to say one thing, Kev's exercise has been increasing, his volume of exercise. And I think if he keeps streaming and walking a mile or two a day and reducing one meal a day, I think he'll do really, really well. Gradually he'll lose weight and get into shape. But neither Kev and I can resist beer. Man, at the end of the night, there's nothing I like better than just cracking open a couple big beers and just drinking them. But you know, I could easily become an alcoholic, so I got to kind of be careful. It really runs in my family. And I like drinking a lot, so I kind of catch myself a little bit. That's all Kev needs to do is go out there, live stream, do your walking around, increase your pace, cut out one meal a day, have yourself a low carb breakfast. Sausage is okay, bacon's okay. Then go out there, exercise. Don't eat anything till dinner time. I think he would do fine and just have chicken or something like that. So yeah, Hawaiian. Yeah, I lived in Hawaii for a while. Yes, you are, Harvey. I'm going to break your addiction when I come over there, Harvey. I'm going to put you in a Speedo and I'm going to be next to you and we're going to do a live stream. I'm going to put on my teeny weeny bikini and be next to you. We're going to do a workout video. Is there any shine left? Not much. Not much. Hi, Mr. Big. How are you? A lot of the shine evaporated. So I would say I probably got about a quart or two of barrel-aged bourbon. That's about it. Jen. Yes, Harvey and a Speedo, and we'll do our workout videos and things. So, and check out Harvey. I love Harvey to pieces. He's such a sweetie golly, so easygoing. Never is offensive to anybody. You may not like some of the choices of where he goes on his hangouts and things, but this being YouTube, people should be able to hang out where they want to go and things like that. So I think Harvey's matured a little bit on YouTube. So yeah, Harvey's a really good-looking guy, and I can say that, Harvey, because I'm your elder. I'm from Baltimore originally, Baltimore, Maryland. So, yeah, I love Harvey. Harvey will always be important in my life. I found him through the vintage audio community. Now he's a solid member of Boyd. I think he loves the Boyd very much now. At times Harvey was utterly repulsed by the Boyd and horrified by the Boyd, but now he's embraced the Boyd. So I say good for Harvey. Okay, thank you, Mr. Z. Love you. We have to watch we have to keep Mr. Z under close observation. He gets, you know, this gal, Dancing Dawn, she has a real crush on, she's got a real crush on Mr. Z. You see her come into the chats. Ooh, Mr. Z, Mr. Z. Yeah, we all love Harvey. Yeah, some boy is too rough for me, the drinker. Well, I've said it before, you can talk about the drama community, you can talk about IP2, but as far as rough and tough, I don't think any community is on a par with Boyd. Because Boyd goes in for real all the way. I mean, there's stuff that's gone down on Boyd that other communities can't even come near touching. As far as taking it to real life and things like that, Boyd is a community that they take it to real life. I can tell you from experience that you know, you don't want to get on the wrong side of Boyd. You want to get on the wrong side of Boyd. Yeah, Mr. Z, we better watch out for your girlfriend. Could be a stalker. Oh, thank you, Hazel. Yeah, I miss Koopy, but he's happy. Yeah, the Boyd used to scare me at first. Yeah. Hi, Pokin Doyle. How you doing? Good to see you. Woo! You guys make sure to check out Pokin Doyle, one of the greatest parody entertainer, and put some great stuff together on YouTube. Pokin Doyle takes a lot of time to put some good content together. If you like to laugh, if you like to see YouTubers at their funniest or their worst, make sure you check out Pokin Doyle. Make sure you check out Boyd's Buzz. Make sure you check out Anthony Norbecker, some of the great parody makers of the Boyds. Yeah, Boyd is very forgiving too. Yes, Boyd is very forgiving too. Oh, good. Okay, you just got off of work. Okay. Punk, but he doesn't come around. I love Punk. Yeah, Punk is, I think he's wonderful. I wish Punk would come around more too, because he's smart. He knows LA, and he's a genuinely a really nice person. And I've always kind of crushed a little bit on Punk. I really have. So, I mean, I'll put that out there. I just think there's something about him that I think is very attractive. Soccer. Yeah. So I wish Punk was around more on the chats too. I really like his style, his smoothness, and he likes the street streaming and things, which is good. So I really like Punk a lot. Pokin Doyle's great content, very entertaining. Yes, they do. So you should make sure that you're absolutely, if you want to keep up on Boyd, the funny side of Boyd, make sure Pokin Doyle, that you're subbed up to Pokin Doyle. Takes a lot of time to do good, and Pokin Doyle is also nice in that they'll reach out and ask you, can I use your content and things like that, which is nice. That way it protects them from being hit with copyright stuff, and we can keep the good times going on that. Yeah, Felicia, she's wonderful too. I like her too. I follow her on Instagram. I wish that she was doing more stuff too, because we need voices of diversity in the community, and she was definitely a voice of diversity. Definitely a voice of diversity. Good. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you. She's a doll. Yes, she is. She's another person I wish would do more content, but I think she's got a lot of things going on in life, and YouTube is not the center of her world. That tree is weeping. Yeah, this tree is shedding. I don't know what the hell is in it. Good thing I'm a space girl from Planet Triple X, so I'm probably immune to whatever crap is flying out of that tree. Radio Korea, Hosona, Montani Hanaho, Aniras Kanada Diskipa. Well, thank you, thank you. Come on. Am I allergic to something? Is that what it is? I'm gonna have to take my allergy pill. There's just all this crap falling out of the tree. What the hell it is? The hat helps too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for the warm welcome. You're welcome. We always welcome people to the side chat. Guys, I've come up to the 2-hour mark on the chat now, so I want to thank you for being on. More live content coming tonight, more recorded content coming today. Thank you for last night. Thank you for being welcoming to the IP2 guys. Captain, thank you, Captain Content. Thank you, Dummy Boy. Thank you, Smash God Triple X, Jacob, Mondo, Mona, Boston, Johnny Boston. It was so great to meet all of you, and I will close it out now. Thank you for my chat for being a little understanding of a little change of pace. Shifting gears, tonight we will be out on the Spooky Chooch this evening, and I think we're going to have a great time. So with that, I'm going to close it out. Have a great day, everybody.